Hello, it's Nemesis Nick here. I'm a keen fan of the Eurovision Song Contest. It's time to talk Eurovision. Germany's national final for the Eurovision Song Contest 2023, Unser Lied, für Liverpool, takes place at the MMC Studios in Cologne this evening, Friday the 3rd of March 2023. As you probably know, Germany has generally had poor results at the Eurovision Song Contest since 2013. The only exception being Michael Schulte, You Let Me Walk Alone, which finished 4th out of 26 finalists with 340 points in 2018. Last year, Malik Harris finished last out of 25 finalists with the song Rock Stars. It scored just 6 points, all of which were from televoting. In the aftermath of the Eurovision Song Contest 2022, I analysed the lyrics of Rock Stars, including rap section, and read some online background information, and my conclusion is that this is precisely what you need to do to fully appreciate and understand rock stars. There must be plenty of casual viewers who just watch the Eurovision Song Contest semi-finals and grand final, or in some cases just the grand final, without having previewed any of the songs, let alone analysed their lyrics or done any background reading about the songs beforehand. And such viewers may have seen Rock Stars as the first of a series of ballads sandwiched between Ukraine and Moldova. To be honest though, I think whichever song had won Germany's national final last year, I think Germany would have finished last or near last in the Eurovision Song Contest grand final in Turin last year. So that's the past, back to the present. Originally, 9 finalist songs were due to take part in this year's national final, Unser Lied, für Liverpool, tonight. So yesterday evening I watched the preview videos of the 9 finalist songs in performance order and listened to them again in performance order whilst following the lyrics. At the time of preparing my script this morning, it's been confirmed that Frieda Gold, who was going to perform Alle Frauen in mir sind müde, had to withdraw due to illness. Anyway, that leaves 8 finalist songs competing tonight. Can Germany get back up again, or is the history book on the shelf always repeating itself? Over time, I've watched whilst preparing the script for this video, I've watched the songs again and analysed them. Here are my points of view on the finalist songs. Please excuse me if I mispronounce any German song titles or artist names. Okay. Song 1, Trong, Dare to be Different. Well, to start with, is the Chinese-Japanese sounding introduction really necessary? What's that got to do with the rest of the song? After the introduction, the song is what I'd call a typical 1980s pop song. It has a catchy pre-chorus and chorus with a good beat. Apart from We're Not the Ones We Used to Be, to like Frank Sinatra, Do It Your Way, sounds like a cross between singing and rap, but it works here. I've noticed a change in colour of background in the preview video, presumably that will be created on stage tonight. All in all, a lively catchy song to start tonight's show, but will it be too dated and or too generic for Eurovision? Song 2, Renee Miller, Concrete Heart. This is what I'd describe as a power ballad. It begins with 2 verses, sung at a moderate pace with a good beat. The chorus is really powerful. After the next verse, which is a similar style to the first 2, there's another chorus. After a bridge, I like the way the first half of the final chorus is at a slower pace, whereas the second half of the final chorus is at the same pace as earlier. This song can be remembered for the chorus, less so for the verses, but this will need appropriate staging. Song 3, Anika Russo, Once Upon a Dream. A country song. The first 2 verses are quite slow. The way in which these are sung reminds me of Hooverphonics Release Me in 2020. It takes until know this life would leave a bruise for this song to speed up and become more powerful. To round off the song, the final instance of Only a Spark Can Light Up a Heart and Her Dreams Came True One by One is at a slower pace. Altogether, a likeable song, and Anika has a beautiful voice. The trouble is, if this goes to Eurovision, will some use the early part of a song to go to the toilet or make a hot drink, and thus miss the liveliest part of a song? That's the one thing to be aware of when a song starts slowly and takes until about midway through to reach full pace and impact. Song 4, Lonely Spring Misfit. Now for a lively rock song. My biggest concern is the second line of the chorus. In order to comply with Eurovision Song Contest rules, that will almost certainly have to be changed. It's quite a repetitive song with 4 instances of a chorus, and as for a preview video, part of it is filmed in an American diner and the rest appears to be in a cinema auditorium. I'm mystified as to what that's got to do with the song and how that can be recreated on stage. Rock fans are likely to enjoy this. Song 5, Will Church Hold On? A ballad which one could liken to Arcade in 2019. It has a good opening verse. I particularly like the way in which Will sings the pre-chorus line, and it goes over my head, and the opening line of the chorus, show me how to hold on. Those provide perfect hooks for this song, altogether a pleasant, bouncy ballad. I'd say this is one of the better ballads tonight. Song 6, Patty Gurdy, Melodies of Hope, a country song. The opening verse has a good beat. The chorus is very catchy and memorable. That said, is it one chorus or two? Is the section from I Sing My Melodies of Hope to Dreams of a Brighter Day one chorus, and the block Shine Bright Now, Let Us Shine Brighter to See How They Shine a Light a separate chorus? Or is it all one long chorus? Either way, I particularly like the way in which Patty sings My Melodies of Hope and Only the Wind Will Know. They provide excellent hooks for this song. Another notable component is the sound of the unusual instrument which forms an introduction and is repeated at certain points later in the song. Altogether, an excellent song, possibly the best of the selection tonight, and Patty has a beautiful voice. This could do well at Eurovision with the right staging. I personally think the song itself is better in Germany's last winning entry, Satellite, in 2010. Song 7, Ike Hüftgold, Lied mit gutem Text. A rock song with a powerful beat. This song is in German. The title means song with good lyrics. It's hardly surprising for a song of this style that the preview video features laser or light beams. Presumably they will be created on stage tonight. I'm mystified as to a brief pause about midway through. Will that happen during tonight's live performance? Analysing an English translation of the lyrics, I have my concerns. Why are they singing, we finally need a song without drinking, we finally need a song without sex, we finally need a song without drugs? Is this the band who doesn't want a song containing those? Or are they saying Germany doesn't want a Eurovision entry containing those? Another group of lines is, everyone says our songs are pretty bad, everyone says our basses are pretty nasty, everyone says our lyrics are primitive. Firstly, who are they referring to when they say everyone? And secondly, is the band referring to their own songs generally, or Germany's recent Eurovision entries which have done badly? On top of which, this song is very repetitive. towards the end, the line, "We say thank you for 12 points," in fact, I think could be seen as hoping or begging for lots of 12 points at Eurovision. We saw what happened to Dustin the Turkey with multiple instances of Irland 12 points in 2008. I consider this as a novelty song, or in some ways I feel a bit suspicious as to why this song is here considering its content. I'm not sure it's appropriate for Eurovision. Moving on, the penultimate song, number 8, was to have been Frida Gold, Alle Freuen in mir sind müde, but Frida has had to withdraw due to illness. The song, which was to be performed in German, is a ballad. The chorus is quite powerful and memorable. However, I'm mystified as to the significance of a Spanish-style guitar sound at the start. Sadly, this will not be performed tonight and is therefore out of the game, which is a pity. That means the last song of the night is now song number 8, not 9 as originally planned. Yes, that being Lord of the Lost, Blood and Glitter. This is a hard rock, glam rock or metal song. I've never liked the style of music, but there are plenty of hard rock or metal fans around the world who will vote for this in May, if this gets to Eurovision. It'll be interesting to see how this is staged tonight. I very much doubt if they'd be able to have Dripping Blood and Glitter as featured in the video, because there'd be insufficient time to clear up a mess before the interval act which would follow. So there you have it. 8 artists hoping to represent Germany at the Eurovision Song Contest 2023 in Liverpool. From the selection of 8 songs, it seems to me that Germany is competing rather than just participating in the Eurovision Song Contest 2023, because this year's selection is, in my opinion, much better than the 6 songs in Germany 12 points last year. Some of tonight's entries could be in a realistic chance of getting a top 10 place in the Eurovision Song Contest 2023 in May. It all depends which song gets chosen tonight. Meanwhile, whether you like ballads, pop or hard rock, there's something for everyone tonight. Of this year's finalist songs, I particularly like Will Church, Hold On, and Patty Gurdy, Melodies of Hope. But if the winner has to be one of the rock songs, I'd like it to be Lord of the Lost, Blood and Glitter. For those living in Germany, enjoy watching Unser Lied für Liverpool on Das Erste this evening, and don't forget to vote. Outside Germany, enjoy watching Unser Lied für Liverpool online. Obviously, it's not possible to vote outside Germany, but you can still rank the songs in my Eurovision scoreboard and share your ranking on social media. Good luck to all the remaining 8 artists. May the best song win. Do you agree with my points of view? Who would you like to win tonight? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you liked this video, remember to hit the like button. And if you're liking all my Eurovision videos, remember to subscribe to my channel. In the meantime, just be happy I'm not a twin. Goodbye, Daboch. Au revoir, auf Wiedersehen, adios, arrivederci, do widzenia, do popatrzenia.